Hiya, Jamie Armstrong again, and welcome back to our fifth videocast, which is the final videocast in this series of recognising and removing blocks to release your potential to achieve what you want to achieve. In the last videocast, we looked at removing and replacing the untrue limited assumption with an empowering assumption. And the more empowering the assumption, the more power we will have, the more acceleration we will have in order to take that step towards our goal. What we want to achieve, how we want to feel as an individual, a team, a company, or a 5.5 ton elephant. So, we've now got an empowering assumption, both myself and the elephant. We now want to take those empowering assumptions and put them in form of an incisive question which will cut away our limiting assumptions and ignite our energy to achieve what we want to achieve and move us forward. So, how do we do that? Very simple. Let's look at our elephant. The elephant's empowering assumption is, I'm a hugely powerful and forceful animal. If I can go back into Dr. Dolittle mode and talk to the elephant, I would ask, if you knew you're a hugely powerful and forceful animal, what would you do to break away from that stick and run free? That is what will empower the elephant to move. That question will empower the elephant to achieve its goal. If you knew you're a hugely powerful and forceful animal, what would you do to break away from that stick and run free? If I look at myself and the goal that I want to achieve, which is to add value to my coaching by using technology, my empowering assumption was I could learn just by doing it. If I was to ask myself, if I knew I could learn just by doing it, what would I do to start using technology to add value to my coaching? And you've seen the result. I just start and hopefully I'm learning as I'm doing it, and hopefully it's making sense, and hopefully I'm adding value, but at least I've broke the inertia and I've moved forward. So a bit of science behind the question. We're using the words knew and would as opposed to the words know and will. The reason for doing that is that knew and would are hypothetical in future. They release our creativity, they release potential, they release possibilities, because they're not completely tangible. If I knew, what would I do? Whereas if we use the words know and will, they feel factual. They feel they have to be proved. I don't know at this stage, and I don't know what I will do. That feels like pressure. I have to. So what will I do? I don't know. So therefore, keeping with the words knew and would releases that creativity, ignites the robustness of our thinking, and allows us to take that step forward, even just a half step forward, to break that inertia towards achieving what we want to achieve or feeling the way we want to feel. So, both the questions that we've asked the elephant as Dr. Dolittle mode and myself, both of those questions have cut away the untrue limit assumption that are holding the both of us back, the ball and chain round our ankle, and allowing us to move forward even just a half step, just over a half step towards our goals. Now you've just witnessed the result of me breaking that inertia. I've created 5 videocasts which have hopefully put some of my thinking and added value to my coaching, but at least I've tried it and I'm learning one step at a time. I'm not stuck. Recognise where you are, recognise what's stopping you, recognise what the untrue assumption is, remove it, replace it with empowering assumption, and release your potential to take step towards your goal. Release your elephant, run free, run wild, do good in the world, achieve what you want to achieve, feel the way you want to feel, and thank you very much for taking the time to listen to these 5 videocasts. I appreciate it, and I look forward to talking to you in the next one.